Final lesson on education. We're going to look at the types of school now. It's that even by the time I'm doing this video, it may well be out to date. Things are constantly changing. But right now, 2017, is essentially the way things stand. Selective, admissions, criteria, secret, bias, league tables, exclusions, segregation, identification, influence, advantage, old boys network. Okay, so Croydon. There are lots of different schools in Croydon. You can look at this map in more detail. Even this map's out of date. Addington High School is now Meridian High School. Yeah. What you'll see, lots of these schools are now called academies. I'll look at that in more detail in a second. So, we've got in Croydon, and in Britain in fact, there are faith schools. These are schools paid for by the government. State schools, but they give the money to a church group, a faith group, and they run the school for them. The typical way to tell them, Saint something or other. Yeah. Saint Joseph's College, Saint Andrews, Saint Mary's. Now their big advantage is that they can be selective. Selection is the big thing in British schools. If you can select who you take, if you control your own admissions, if you have your criteria, it means it's easy to keep certain kids out before you've even started. You don't let them in and chuck them out. You don't let them in the first place. So faith schools have power over admissions. That's their big advantage. Academies are now free schools, which are like new academies. Again, paid for by the government. The government pays the bills. They give them the money, but they're not run by local council. The school runs itself, or these days they've joined a group of academies, a multi-academy trust, or a MAT for short. And the MAT runs a school outside of government control or local government control. And again, their advantage is that they have more control over their admissions. We'll go to D actually next. Independent schools, Whitgift and the like. It means a private school that you pay to send them to. Their advantage is, well, they have lots of money and they have complete control over who can and can't go there. And finally, community schools. Well, I've got a big cross through, because certainly in Croydon, there are none. Other places in Britain, there are still them, run by the council, but in Croydon, there are 0 community schools left. Their advantage, well, they didn't really have one. They had to take whoever the council used to make them take. So the big thing to remember is always to do with, look at the keywords again, admissions. If you can be selective, you can make sure only certain people go to your school. So, that's where we're at to. We have to remind ourselves. You get this typical sort of question in an exam. And it's all to do with what's the number in there. If the number's 10 and you write about tripartite system, you get no marks at all, because that is almost 70 years ago now. So I'd copy out this timeline. 1944 into the 70s, the tripartite system, 11 plus, grammar and secondary modern. In the 70s it changed to comprehensives. 11 plus, all kids go to the same school. It sort of carried on till today, because most schools are really still comprehensive, but it was altered in 1998 by the Education Reform Act. It brought in SATs, parental choice, league tables, and today you've got the academies and the free schools. You've got to get these dates right. You've got this timeline clear in your head.